Today, I'm going to make an announcement that we're very excited about and how it solves a problem that we've had since 2015. Hey guys, this is John Leonard from the Artomobilia. I wanted to make an announcement. We've got some neat things going on, and as you know, we announce them kind of as they happen. There's no big strategic objective. We just want to let you know. And so I wanted to announce something that's going to happen at Artomobilia this year. But before I do that, what I want to talk a little bit about is the problem we're solving with this announcement. 2 years ago, we started our custom car class. And honestly, each year we do a few new things. Some are great, some not so much. Our custom car class the first year was fine in terms of the cars that came out. There were, 12 or 13 absolutely gorgeous custom cars. So we found a couple of judges that had built custom cars, were certainly familiar with them. And just as a note, they're notoriously difficult to judge, and that's because there's no standard. Custom cars are sort of whatever the owner wants them to be. They vary widely. There's a lot of different cut types of them, and so what we ended up with in 2015 was 12 or 13 cars in the custom car class, and again, every car was gorgeous. But we had one winner, best of show, understandably, and we had 11 guys or 12 guys that were upset at the guy who won, okay? So that was disappointing to us because we sort of knew it was going to happen somehow. So we said, okay, 2016, we're going to judge RestoMods, and we got some guys that, again, had done a number of car builds, are fantastic by anybody's definition, and had a bunch of great RestoMods. I mean, these cars were absolutely unbelievable. I went through them, and the amount of time and detail and effort and dollars that it took to build them, they were all second to none. I couldn't have picked my favorite. I mean, I had my favorites, but I couldn't have picked which one was best. That said, we did it again. Here's your best of show, 11 other guys. A little disappointed at the outcome because, again, it's like, calling somebody's baby ugly if they don't win, and that's not really our intent. So we got together in November. We always take a month off and then get back together and get it rolling again for the following year. And I said, listen, we're not doing another RestoMod class and, cheesing off a bunch of guys because they have beautiful cars and they brought them out for the day. I mean, that's not the intent at all. So I said, listen, if we do RestoMods again, we are going to find somebody that is an absolute named talent as it relates to custom cars and judging them, etc. So that whoever wins, nobody is confused by why they won, etc. So we have a gentleman that is coming over from Illinois to help us judge in the Artomobilia in the RestoMod class. Now, this gentleman is, since the early 90s, he has been building cars that have been winning awards. And I'm not talking awards like the local VFW Cruise-In. I'm talking about the Riddler. He's got a Bonneville Salt Flats Fastest Time award. He's got Good Guys Awards. He's got Hot Rod Magazine Awards, Car of the Year. So this guy's no joke, and everybody knows him, and that's why it's so exciting. So Troy Trepanier is going to be joining us with a couple of his cars, some customer cars, and these are just exhibit only to really showcase the kinds of work he does. And some of these cars you're going to know. I mean, you're going to see them in magazines. You'll have seen them on the internet. You'll have seen them different places. So that's going to be great. And then the cars that are entered, he's going to go through and pick what he thinks is the best car. And quite honestly, if he thinks it's the best car, it's probably the best car. That said, we're going to treat it a little bit differently than our usual classes, simply because the expertise and the significance of Troy being at the show. So we're going to treat it a little bit like a clinic. Now, this is up to the owners, but we're going to offer, he's going to say, hey, here are 5 great things I really like about your car, and here are 3 things that you could improve that would help your car overall. And I think that's going to be very valuable to those RestoMod entrants, and I think we'll have solved the problem. If Troy likes your car and he thinks it's the best, it probably is, and he's got a pretty solid opinion. So we are very excited to have Troy Trepanier from Rad Rods by Troy come over, bring out his cars for Fuelicious, bring out his cars and some customer cars for Artomobilia. He'll have a display there. We'll display all the RestoMod cars sort of in the area we designate for him, and it should be a fantastic way to go out and, number one, enjoy just a bunch of incredible RestoMod cars that are probably some of the best, certainly in the Midwest and maybe in the country. In addition, to have his level of expertise brought to bear on our car class, and really provide value to the owners, both in terms of whatever car is selected as best in class, as well as the rest of the participants in that class, and really providing some value to them in terms of how to improve their car, what really stands out, what sets it apart, etc. So my hope is that we've solved the custom car / RestoMod dilemma, and I hope that everyone is excited about him coming out, because I know I'm excited and the rest of the Artomobilia team is excited. We'll look forward to seeing Troy Trepanier out at Artomobilia, and we'll look forward to seeing you in August.